Welcome back. With a chance of precipitation in our forecast, emergency officials are preparing for any scenario.
Well, one of those possibilities is flooding, something one Prairie Du Sac resident who reached out to us says has gotten worse in her neighborhood in recent years. As our Madeline O'Neill tells us from Sauk County, the resident is hoping municipalities will step up and help.
It's a beautiful day here in this Prairie Du Sac neighborhood, but some are worried about what's to come.
I feel at home here.
On days like this,
So good to feel the sun on your body.
sometimes it's best to have no plans other than sitting in your yard.
Listening to the birds.
A spot you can often find Regina Laurie.
Obviously when it's not covered in water.
But she's gotten to the point where she has to worry about the future.
Rain always makes me nervous.
This was her yard 3 weeks ago when Laurie and her neighbors were using a pump they bought to fend off flooding from rapid snowmelt and an overflowing water retention pond blocks away.
And while you're in the trenches, it's like you start to panic.
She's concerned a new development to the north may be to blame for more consistent flooding over the past 6 years and says the town and village haven't been much help.
It's very puzzling, frustrating, and we just want to try to figure out what it is that can be done.
Village Administrator Alan Wildman says the development has sufficient water control and instead believes the snow from the nearby farm field brought much of the flooding. Flooding that now has the village in the early stages of planning possible solutions for Laurie's neighborhood and others.
Those could be anywhere from expanding existing ponds, going deeper, putting in different facilities to pump water.
Water is likely on its way to Sauk County in the coming days, but right now it's hard to plan for.
You don't really know if we're going to have snow, if we're going to have rain, potential for severe weather, so it's kind of like we got everything.
Sauk County Emergency Management Director Jeff Jelinek is keeping an eye on the weather forecast and suggests everyone else do the same.
Stay tuned to the weather and be ready.
I'll handle whatever.
Laurie will be as ready as she can be,
Sandbags are still there.
but says she may have to plan on calling a new neighborhood home.
Yes, yes.
In Prairie Du Sac,
It just doesn't seem worth it.
Madeline O'Neill, News 3 Now.
The town of Prairie Du Sac says it is aware the flooding in Laurie's neighborhood is an issue, and they've offered suggestions. They say it's within the village's responsibility to plan mitigation efforts.
For the rest of the area, the Sauk County Emergency Management Director says it's far too early to encourage people to start sandbagging, but he is following the weather closely and will keep residents updated.
And still ahead.